Gosh, I hope I find a weasel. Oh, it's a weasel! Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. If you guys missed last episode, I don't know what happened. And, I'll explain why. It's because last episode, personally, for me, was episode 11. You guys are probably like, the balls, this is episode 7. How can you be 7-Eleven? How can you be a convenience store of the future? Okay. I got some explaining to do. I rendered this episode the first time, and as you guys know, you guys got this episode without any commentary. I don't know what happened. I don't know, where the commentary went. I'm pretty sure it was just a rendering issue, because I looked at the actual, the episode in Vegas Pro, and it was fine. So the commentary files just fucked off, in the render. Here's the thing, though. I actually have the original. Oh, by the way, this is post-commentated. I'm sure that's fairly obvious at this point. So whatever's happening on the screen, this was done like a few weeks ago for me, I believe. I'm actually up to episode 12 currently. So this is kind of a little throwback Thursday for myself. Even though, what is this? It's Wednesday. I'm recording this commentary on the day that you guys are getting this. Because I did not know that the episode was fucked up until you guys actually commented and told me that there's no commentary. So again, post-commentary. What is that, Bryson, if you don't know? Post-commentary is where I watch the same video that you guys are watching right now, and I kind of talk over it. This is probably the best way to handle this. I believe I was looking to see if my honey tree had fucking a boy attached to it, because I was looking for a very specific Pokemon that is on the honey tree, and I'm sure you guys could probably surmise the balls that is. And that's a whole thing in the future and a very big headache. And I find out there's other means to get that specific Pokemon for our party, because I wanted it to be, how many guys do I have on my team at this point? I think at this point, I still wanted to keep Lon around. And, I don't want to spoil things, but that might change in the future. That might change real soon. We might be ditching Lon. So it's gonna be kind of weird, because I'm making edits here, obviously, and I'm just gonna be commentating over the entirety of this, because this episode is actually already edited. Again, I'm just watching the final product with you guys of the actual video being edited. Where the original commentary file went, fuck if I know, dude. It just kind of fucked off. Are we about to make a cut? Oh snap. Oh, he's talking. Is he he's saying something in the original, but I don't know what he's saying. Make the cut! Make the cut! Thank you, Christ! I don't know what was originally said. I could have probably edited down the video to more suit post-commentary, but fuck it. I think it's more funny if we just watch it and I kind of do like a podcast over it. So I hope that you guys agree. Yeah, I found something on the tree. This is not the fuck what I wanted, though, god damn it, but we didn't have a Wurmple at this point, so I just caught him. Yeah, so, here's the thing, is, the original commentary file, while it was not attached to the render, I still have it. I still have the original commentary for this episode. Ironically, that's the only thing that I am redoing is the commentary, and the only reason that's ironic is because I actually don't have the video, the original video. So I actually had to download this off of YouTube, the fuck am I naming this thing? What am I naming this thing? Oh, that's right, it's Disappoint. Love that. Yeah, so I don't have the video, but I do have the original commentary. Now, you guys might be saying, well, why don't you just glue the commentary on the video and then it's fine? Well, here's the thing, is I'm pretty sure the actual recording for this episode was done over the course of... This episode specifically is a terrible one to lose, to have desync on. Because there's so many edits, and as you guys seen, we started this episode during nighttime, and now it's day. Oh, there's another guy on this tree. I believe this is Hans that we're about to encounter, which I'm really proud of. And it was actually completely a mistake. It was because I wanted to name him Hans, but I fucked up and I missed the D and I just went for the S, so his name is Hans. I guess that's a spoiler for, you know, a minute into the future. But yeah, so why am I not just gluing on the original commentary file to this? And that's because, again, I don't have the original video, so I would have to meticulously sit here and figure out. Okay, let me kind of explain that. Let me break this down for y'all. The original, like I said, the original recording of this was done over the course of I think 3 days, if I'm completely honest, because this right now is sitting 2 of recording this episode. And I only came back to check on the trees. I wasn't committed to recording this. Sitting 1 was at nighttime, and then sitting 3 in the future that we're still not to yet, was maybe a week later? It might have been a week later or a few days later. Again, I don't remember, man. Oh, we got Hans. I mean, Apom. Sorry, still spoiling it. So yeah, the fucking, it was over the course of 3 days, and I'm pretty sure the collective time in the timeline, if I imported all of those videos, which is to say all of the time that I actually used to record this episode, the raw footage of this episode alone was like an hour and a half. Problem is, that would mean that the original commentary is, again, an hour and a half. I don't have the video, though. So, it's edited down to be, I think this episode comes out to like 38 minutes, it says. Oh, look, we made it to the forest. Lovely. We got Hans and we're on our way. Yeah, so, it's like 38 minutes. It's close to 40 minutes. So, there's like, oh, I don't know. Ignore that. Ignore the edit that I made there because clearly it was clearly it was in regard to something I said in the commentary. But hey, forget that. I can't change that now. Yeah, so again, there'd be like a huge stretch of time. It would be really hard to meticulously sit here and actually try to figure out where my commentary was with the video. I'm pretty sure I spent 7 minutes, 15 seconds just now explaining that. So, the easiest thing for me to do is to turn this episode into a podcast with largely irrelevant commentary, and I apologize, because that's just gonna be the way it is. It's far easier for me to actually just sit here and do some post-commentary. So again, as a reminder, I'm watching this episode back with you guys, the edited version of this episode. So yeah, how you guys doing? I was thinking to myself, this is like the worst fucking series to have to do post-commentary on, because if I'm completely honest, Pokemon as a whole is really freaking difficult to do commentary on, because it's a lot of the same shit, you know what I mean? It's very repetitive in its nature. So yeah. To have to do post-commentary on it, again, there's not a whole lot to talk about in the first place, considering the game is, you know, it's Pokemon battle, and then you walk on the overworld, and then it's Pokemon battle again. Oh, fun. You know, it's really hard to do commentary on to begin with, and now post-commentary, hey, it's pretty fucking hard. Now, what you guys are actually gonna see in a second is, I'm pretty sure I realized over the course of this battle that I did not do something that some of the comments were talking about. By the way, let me address something before I get into this. If you ask a question in the comment section and I don't actually respond to it, there's either one of 2 things happening. Either A, it fell through the cracks and for some reason I completely missed the comment. It happens. I've gone back to videos in the past and there's somebody asking a question from like months ago that I didn't answer, and that happens, and I don't know what to do about that because I'm not notified. Maybe I'm notified of like several comments at once, so yours falls through the cracks, and I apologize. That's just kind of the nature of this. If your question is important enough, just ask it again. I will answer that. Or another thing too is if you guys ask a question and I think to myself, hey, I would actually rather talk about this, you know, with you guys. There's a chance that I'm actually saving it for an episode discussion. And the example that I could give right now actually happens within this episode. One of you guys in the comments section brought up switching my settings in the game to be set instead of switch. I think those are the 2 options. And I'm about to change that right now because I think it was over the course of this battle that I remembered that was even a thing. Am I about to go to my options menu? Oh, hold on. Disappoint has to evolve first. Lovely. Yeah, so the idea behind changing it to set is because the game is fucking easy, if I'm honest. Like, no offense to anybody that found this game difficult, but like, what the fuck? The game is very easy. And it's not a bad thing. It's okay, because there's a lot of games out there, like Dark Souls, where you go in and you have a piss poor time because you want to. And I fucking adore that kind of game for that too. Yeah, here I go to the settings. But Pokemon has always been easy, so we changed the battle style to set. So you can choose if you want to switch Pokemon after an opponent faints or not. We changed that to set, so now if an opponent sends out a Pokemon, we don't get a forewarning as to what they're gonna send out. They just throw it out. Not only one of you guys said this, but also one of you guys also agreed in the comments, I believe, so I'm changing it. So from here on out, for the rest of the Let's Play, we're going to be on the set setting, where, you know, we don't get forewarning as to what the opponent's sending out. If an opponent has multiple Pokemon and we faint one of them, they just send out their next one. I think that's far more fair on, ironically, not me as the player, but the AI. It's much more of a level playing field. So we're leveling that playing field a bit, and that's just gonna be the way it is for the rest of this. It might actually come back to bite me in the future. I don't know. Hey, Sir Newt, yay! Back to level 20, I see. This was a bit ago, huh? Oh boy. But yeah, so from here on out, we will be using the set function instead. It just makes it maybe more fun too, because it's slightly more challenging. You kind of have to think on your feet a little bit. There's more strategy involved. Because the idea is, if you do want to switch out your Pokemon, the function is still there, but now that the opponent sends in their Pokemon immediately. Oh, look at that, we got the Baneri. Love that. What did I name this thing? Can I remember before I name it? Me, Miss? Oh yeah, Miss Hoppin'. It's supposed to be like misshapen, but it's pronounced Miss Hoppin'. Because the fucking ear, it's misshapen. There we go. I explained the joke again this time. Oh. Sorry, my own edit caught me off guard. I apologize. All of the edits that I made, again, they can't be changed. Like the text from before, I didn't even read what it said this time, but just ignore it. Because again, the episode's already edited, and I can't change that. I mean, I could literally cut chunks out, but that's as far as it's gonna go. The edits are in stone now. Anyway, so yeah, how have you guys been, man? I've been swell. I've actually recorded this episode, or rather, up to episode, I think I said it was 12 earlier. It's either 12 or 13. I'm not spoiling anything in regards to who they are, but at the time of episode 12 or 13, what am I at? I think I'm at 12. I actually have a team of 3, and Lon is not one of them. Lon gets kicked out. I think I said earlier that I wasn't gonna spoil that. Fuck it. Lon is not one of them. Lon leaves. Might be a mistake. But I don't think so, because I've got plans. Somewhere between episode, I think it was like 9 and 10, I finally figured out my team. Up to this point, as of recording, when I recorded this episode, I had no fucking idea what I'm doing. I knew that I wanted Empoleon. And I knew that I wanted 4 people. 4 people were in stone. And, actually, one of the guys that we get in the future that's part of the team was kind of a surprise to me too. I'm not gonna say too much about that, but if you guys remember at the beginning of this Let's Play, I did say that we have a few wild card slots, and one of them gets filled, and it's great. And I think because that got filled, it actually— what the fuck was that? Why the fuck is this the episode with so many fucking edits? Oh yeah, I'm gonna explain myself because I remember this one. Jesus Christ, I wasn't even looking at the screen and that caught me off guard and my heart skipped a beat. I apologize. I forgot to tell you this episode is sponsored by Taco Bell. Wait, no, that's not what the fuck I have to tell you. I made a comparison. I drew a comparison between the confusion sound effect and Taco Bell's like chime. And if you guys listen to them back to back, which I'm pretty sure that edit was supposed to be back to back, that's why the edit was there. Like, go back in time, scrub back to when that happened, and try to ignore me talking, because goddamn, those sound effects, they sound far too similar. I'm pretty sure in a future episode I bring up a conspiracy theory that possibly there's like a partnership between them. And, you know. Am I right? Doubtful. But it seems like there might be a partnership between the Pokemon Company and Taco Bell as like subliminal messaging. And it worked, by the way, because I shit you not. It's probably not even the fact that this happened in the episode. It's probably just complete coincidence. But this night that I recorded this episode, that you guys are watching with me right now, I got Taco Bell. That was my dinner. So, yeah, no. Did it work? I don't know, man. Maybe it was subliminal. I put the fucking thing in my head, but I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure I picked Courtney up and she was like, yo, I want Taco Bell. I was like, okay. Our boy, Cricketoon, the namesake of this episode, and I'm not changing it. Because if I change it, I'd have to change the thumbnail, and I just don't want to do that. Here's a question that I really doubt anybody will be able to say yes to, because I have a feeling that once people realized what the fuck is going on, they ditched. But, did anybody watch this episode the entire way through with no commentary? I must have known that. It's gonna be a no, right? I love the idea. I love the idea of like making an episode like this where there's no commentary. I will never do this. Like maybe as an April Fool's joke because it's kind of funny, the idea, but like I would like to make an episode where there's like no commentary, and then like on minute like 26 of the video, I just go, oh, hello. That's it. That'd be fantastic. Also, Disappoint is evolving again. Yay. By the way, I remember that I was really caught off guard with this evolution, because I honestly thought I didn't pay attention to the text up to this point, and I thought that was a Silcoon, but it was a Cascoon. Am I wrong in thinking that in previous generations there was much more of like a hue shift for Silcoon and Cascoon? Like Cascoon was a lot darker. Silcoon was white. Cascoon was like almost purplish. And that what just evolved was definitely white. So I just identified it by the color and I was like, okay, that's Silcoon. I didn't look at the eyes. I forgot that Silcoon's eyes have like silk over its eyes. Are they Gen 3? Because honestly, I should really know Gen 3 mods, considering that's like my thing. Gen 3 is possibly my favorite gen. I think that's just because that's where I started Pokemon. I mean, technically I started with Fire Red, but that's technically Gen 3, so, you know. But I really liked Emerald. Also, here, here's a sign. There you go. You guys can read that. Anyway. What the fuck do I talk about? I'm over halfway done this podcast of an episode, and I don't really know what to talk about anymore. Here's a fun thing to talk about. Why don't we start a discussion in the comments? What games have you guys personally been playing lately? Like in your downtime? Because it's obvious that I've been playing both Danganronpa and Pokemon Brilliant Diamond at this point, in my life. And, but I've been playing games behind the scenes, and I'm pretty sure I bring this up in a future episode too, but I just finished, Deathloop. And if you guys have the means to play Deathloop, which I'm pretty sure is either a PS5 or, I don't know if it's on PS4. It might be PS5 exclusive to consoles specifically. Because I also know that it is on, PC, I believe. That game is fantastic. Like, oh my god. If you guys have the means to play that, absolutely play it. It would have made such a unique blind Let's Play, but because I played it at my own downtime, it's not possible anymore. For those of you guys that don't know, it's made by Arcane Studios, and they're the people that make Dishonored, and if you like Dishonored, play that. I'm trying to think if this is a spoiler to say this. I don't think it is, because people figured this out. I went to the subreddit, and people figured this out before the game Deathloop's release, and they said it on the subreddit before the game even came out. So the trailers can give it away. I don't know how, but the trailers can give this away. Deathloop is apparently set in the same universe as Dishonored, but you wouldn't know it until you play through Deathloop or apparently watch the trailers. And that's really fucking cool to me. Yeah, so I played through Deathloop and I fucking loved it so much that I actually picked up the Arcane collection for the PS4, which I didn't even know was a thing, and that comes with Dishonored, Definitive Edition, all of the DLC, which I'm pretty sure the Definitive Edition does, Dishonored 2, Dishonored Death of the Outsider, and Prey, which is cool because I wanted to play all of those games anyway, and I got it all on a disc for 40 bucks on the fucking PS4, so hell yeah, dog. I just finished Dishonored last night, and it was fantastic. I did not quite enjoy it as much as Deathloop, but it was still a good game. The gameplay was very similar to Deathloop. So that's good, because the gameplay in Deathloop was fantastic. Also, this is just a podcast now, huh? Like, this has nothing to do with Pokemon, and I apologize. But yeah, I would love to hear what you guys are playing in your spare time. And, you know, if you have any suggestions from games that you're playing in your own personal life that you'd like to see Let's Played, hit me up, because maybe I'll play them. Again, to actually get a fair chance at getting a game Let's Played, obviously you'd have to be at least a patron at the $5 tier, but I still take suggestions. Like, the likelihood of me actually playing a suggestion is, you know, minimal. But if it's something, I always look into the games. If it's something that I've seen suggested and it seems really freaking cool, then I'm gonna play it. In fact, I kind of have plans to Let's Play a game that was just suggested. It's not even like in the Patreon poll. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, and that's the thing too, is like, I guess the Patreon poll would kind of expedite the chances of getting the game played that you're suggesting. Oh god, I'm gonna vomit. Oh good, we got a Silcoon. Why? Oh yeah, because we'd never get a fucking Beautifly anyway. Uglu. Uglu fly. I forgot what I called it until I started spelling it out. Perfect. Yeah, so, you know, let me know what you guys are playing, because, again, that's what I've been playing. I feel like the only game that I played in my pastime in recent memory besides that was, like, Subnautica. I don't really play games for myself that much anymore, if I'm honest. If I want to play like a game for myself, I kind of stealth record it. I'm playing a game right now. I only have 4 episodes of like a stealth recorded Let's Play. You guys don't know what the fuck I'm even talking about. I'm recording a Let's Play behind the scenes that's not gonna come out until all of it's recorded, and I only have 4 episodes of that. And I started recording that a few months ago, so you know, that's smooth. I'm actually considering canning it, because there's a game that's sort of in the same series that's coming out soon that I think I would actually like to cover more. And they are standalone products, so I'll probably cover that like day one and actually put that on the channel and not stealth record it, and instead just like, you know, immediately upload it like I do most of the stuff. But you know, that's in the future. This is the old mansion, right? I don't know that I've ever come back to this yet, but I do realize now that I actually have cut. So I probably could have come back here. We finally got here. Say something else. Click A, Bryson. Christ. What was I talking about? I don't know. Thank you so much, Bryson. Love that. Also, why does Bryson carry around a very elongated loaf of a cinnamon roll? Am I the only one that sees that? I get that it's supposed to be a bag. That looks like an uncut cinnamon roll loaf. And it looks delicious. Again, is there some kind of partnership between like Cinnabon and the Pokemon Company? I don't know. Maybe they all want like subconscious advertising, and they realize that Pokemon's a huge fucking thing, so they're gonna go for that. Also, I've been talking for 25 minutes now. I thought that this was gonna be hard to do post commentary over this, but I've just kind of been talking. Yeah, so at this point in time, I do actually know the entirety of the team, and as of episode 12, one of them is actually fully evolved. One of them is gonna take a long time to evolve, which sucks. It's a high level. And then the other one's Empoleon. And that's actually not evolved yet. That's still at this point. Sir Newt in episode 12, by episode 12 rather, is still a Prinplup. Is this the episode where we go underground for the first time? Oh shit, it is! The underground in this game is actually kind of unique. Oh god, like the latter half of this episode is, well, I guess we're far over the halfway point of this episode, but the last part of this episode is probably gonna be all underground, huh? Cool! That seems like it's gonna lend itself far worse to doing post-commentary over, because the underground in this game, while cool and like kind of new in terms of like the dens and stuff, is still kind of, I don't want to say it's dull, because I actually find it fun, but I feel like it's probably pretty dull to actually like watch, you know? And keeping that in mind, I try to limit the underground stuff that's coming up in future episodes. But do I want to say this? Oh, fuck it. I'll say it. The underground actually houses the next two people that we get on the team. Is this the episode where we actually get one of them? Oh shit, we might be getting another member of our team today. I don't actually know. Maybe. It might be. It might also be next episode. It's either this episode or next episode, and I didn't even realize that. Friendship checker, hell yes! I have no idea how the fuck this thing works, by the way. I'm about to try it, but I don't, again, I have no idea what the fuck this is. Like, you guys can actually explain this if you know, but I have no fucking idea how this works. Because it doesn't make sense to me. Like, what the fuck is this? What is this? You click them and they jump. And sometimes they'll squeak. I don't get it. But it does help with Pokemon like Lon. If you actually know what you're doing, I assume checking the friendship would be good, because Lon is actually a friendship evolution, which is tiresome, kind of, because by the time that, like, a friendship is like an invisible fucking like stat in this game. I don't know that there's a way to check it other than the friendship checker, which again, if you don't know how to use it, it's pretty fucking useless, isn't it? I like, they just jump around when you click them. I don't actually know how that helps me understand how much of a friend Lon is to me, but it doesn't really matter, I guess, considering Lon does not stick around for very long. Good. So funny. I think I made this joke in the past. Very hexagonal wheels here in the bike shop. Also, I try to rob the bike place, but for some reason, I can't get behind the counter. But whatever. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, Deathloop was fantastic. Subnautica was also fantastic, but I played that months ago. And also there's a sequel to Subnautica out now, Below Zero, which, I say now as if it hasn't been out since the time that I played Subnautica. I actually got the double pack for the Switch of Subnautica, Below Zero, and Subnautica. I started playing Below Zero, but I'm liking it less than... Oh, shit! Mom? That's not my mom. Is that a Pokedex? You must be helping Professor Rowan. What's your name? Oh, hello, Bryson. I'll be sure to remember that name. Punching on her face for some reason I don't remember. Still punching in on her face! My name is Cynthia. I'm a trainer. I've just been studying Pokemon mythology lately, just out of curiosity. Here in Eterna City, there is a statue of an ancient Pokemon. According to myth, it was an extremely powerful Pokemon. Who knows, you may encounter something like that. Like it while you're traveling with your Pokedex. Try using these. They should help you on your way. TM93s. Lovely. Oh, it was cut! So we did get cut this episode. I do not go back to the mansion. I probably should have. Because as far as I know, there's actually a pretty sweet Pokemon that we could get there. but I don't actually go back, and I still haven't gone back as of episode 12. So, actually, can I even get the Pokemon there, or is that post-game? It might be post-game. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know if you know what I'm even talking about. I'm talking as if, like, Diamond has not been out for, you know, like a decade plus at this point. How long has Diamond been out? What would a decade have been ago? It's 2021. Oh, God. 2011. We would have had... Oh, cool, my battery was dying at this point. Good news, guys, I charged it in the future. Love that. The latest Pokemon game in 2011 would have been, Pokemon Black and White 2? Did we have the sequel back then? Because, I think it was 2013 when we got Gen 6. So, oh boy. Yeah, it's well over a decade. What if this game came out? Like, 2006? 2007? I don't know. The DS was like 2006, I think, right? Maybe also 2007? I don't know. Is this riveting footage, guys? Let me buy in items. Let me buy in items. I don't remember what the fuck I was originally saying here, but whatever. Also, what an episode to lose the commentary file to, where it's nearly a 40-minute long episode. Like, goddamn. Why did I not stop the episode here? Nothing's happening here. This would have been the best time to stop the episode, but I just keep walking around for like another 7 minutes. How long is this episode? Let me check. I could probably check right this second. And it's like, oh, it's 39 minutes. Love that. So, you know, gotta fill some air still. What else can I talk about? I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Here's something to talk about, I guess. YouTube recently, and I know that this is like a big, like, everybody's making kind of like a big stink on this. I feel like this is the first time YouTube has made a feature that I'm like, hey, that's helpful. Thank you. But, oh, we got the Explorer kit. And I feel like if I talk about this, then this episode is gonna garner dislikes. But here we go. Because that's just kind of the nature of disliking, is if you dislike, people are like, haha, this is funny, and then they dislike the video because of it. But whatever, it's fine. And I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with this at this point. Also, yeah, it's this guy that gives us the underground kit, and he's teaching us how to go underground. So, yay. Yay. Sorry, I think I just had a stroke. Yeah, so YouTube has changed things so that now dislikes on videos are not public. And the reason they gave was that, and I feel like this is weird because the reason that they gave was actually pretty spot on, but everybody's like, that's bullshit. But like, okay, I can attest to the fact that it's not quite bullshit, but all right. They made dislikes invisible, and one of the reasons they gave was that it's to help smaller creators. Hello, I'm a smaller creator. If you guys found me and you guys hear me saying this currently, it's a goddamn miracle. Because again, YouTube does not promote my channel, especially now that Kingdom Hearts has kicked this fucking channel in the ass, and I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, I'm a small creator, and I can attest to the fact that in the past, for some ungodly reason, you know, videos of mine will be dogpiled with dislikes. And when my videos are getting, you know, like for this series, for example, a good episode would get 12 likes, you know? That's a good episode. When I'm getting like 3 dislikes on an episode, the like to dislike ratio is not looking so hot for this episode. Like, you know, because it doesn't take that many, here's the thing too. If, and this is from the creator to you guys, if you are somebody that dislikes videos, specifically even my videos, please leave a comment telling me why, because YouTube, everybody's like, the idea behind the dislike button, according to YouTube, is to let the creator know that, that people are not finding something within the video to their liking. Gee, thanks! That helps so much within, for example, this episode, a 39-minute video. What the fuck specifically was disliked about this? Leaving a dislike on this video will not help. Will not get the message across that something was disliked. Like, what the fuck? How am I supposed to be like, oh, maybe it was that thing I said at 24 minutes, 37 seconds into the video. Maybe somebody disagreed with that. And they didn't like the video because of that. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. What the fuck is the point of the dislike button to begin with? Like, here's the thing is, the reason the dislike button is helpful is because, like, people have been giving the example of, like, they find a tutorial on YouTube and it has, like, 90 dislikes and only, like, 2 likes. The likelihood that the tutorial actually gets the job done and explains what it's trying to do is nil. You know, there are tutorials that are made on YouTube that are shit, and they don't get the job done, and so people can look at that as a visual aid and immediately be like, got it, this video sucks, I'm gonna go to the next video. Fair enough. That is a reason that the dislikes should be kept public. But, like, as a creator, if I get a dislike on a video, again, on a commonly 30-minute video, I don't know what the fuck was disliked about it. How would I find that out? Are you like, oh, fucking Doug, love that. So, the reason that I'm actually pretty happy that the dislikes are actually hidden, because I feel like there's kind of like a negative hate train where, I mean, the dislike button is so, here's the thing. I know that this is adding an extra step. I think what a better idea than hiding the dislikes would be keep the dislikes public, but also make it required to give reasoning, because that would be helpful. The dislike button right now, all it does is shine negative light on the video, and I don't understand why they're getting dislikes. By the way, dislikes, apparently they help. When I see a dislike on if I get a dislike on my video, I'm just like, whatever. I don't actually care, because for those of you guys that don't know, YouTube considers all liking and disliking traction. They consider that traction. So that's why videos that have a fuck ton of dislikes will still get to the top. It doesn't matter if they're disliked. YouTube considers it engagement and traction. So, you know, if you're trying to be spiteful and leave a dislike on a video in the future, not necessarily mine, just realize that you might not be doing what you want to be doing because you're actually helping the creator yet. It still helps. So, you know, thanks. And disliking has never been that big of an issue. My like to dislike ratio has always been fine. And I think that's because, like, and I'm not, this is literally doing the least horn tooting that I could possibly do. But literally and objectively, I am not making bad videos. Like, subjective, sure, but like, I'm literally not making evil videos, you know? I'm not making, like, racist videos, you know? I'm not doing anything wrong. So the dislike feature on my videos has always been kind of a moot point. It's not helped. So yeah, if for whatever reason there's something that happens within an episode that you want to see changed, a comment with the reasoning would be far more helpful. And I feel like that's always been the case. So again, a better idea would have been for YouTube to, oh, look at that. We're probably not going to get our other party member. I guess that's next episode. Sorry if I got your hopes up. That just doesn't happen here. But yeah, I guess I got to sign this episode off now. I'm sorry I kind of babbled on at the end here about but in my opinion, they did kind of make a step kind of diagonally, but still in the right direction. It wasn't exactly what I would have wanted. I think dislikes should have still been kept public. Also, am I about to talk over my own end slate? Yeah, I am. Also, there's no music here, huh? Whatever. Hey, look at this end slate. Jesus. Oh, I gotta end the episode. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this episode, please give it a like. If you guys want to subscribe for the remainder of Let's Play, please do so. And also consider supporting me over on Patreon. Links for everything I just mentioned in the description down below. As always, thanks again for watching. Come back next time for another episode of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond!